Trump has been releasing more and more ads to define who Kamala Harris is, and this one might be the most brutal I've seen yet. Take a look at the ad.
You know this is the Biden-Harris administration. Are you aware that this is the Biden-Harris administration? And she is indeed the vice president.
Not only does she inherit these numbers and contribute to them, she was the tie-breaking vote on $3 trillion of spending bills. So she is almost personally responsible for the massive inflation that you just showed on that chart.
President Biden tapped Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, to be the border czar.
The criminal cartels are running the entry into America, and the numbers are at a 21-year high.
Challenges that we're seeing at our southwest border. No one knows this better than the vice president.
Kamala Harris mostly silent after bragging about her role in helping shape Joe Biden's disastrous Afghanistan withdrawal.
Just made a really big decision. Afghanistan.
Yes.
Were you the last person in the room?
Yes.
And you feel comfortable?
I do.
The body of American Hersh Goldberg Poland and 5 others were, quote, brutally murdered.
These hostages were discovered in the tunnels under Rafah. That's where Joe Biden and Kamala Harris put pressure on Israel not to enter for a month.
And we're looking at about 1.5 million people in Rafah. I have studied the maps. There's nowhere for those folks to go.
That's the weakness that leads to the death of hostages.
Are you aware that this is the Biden-Harris administration? And she is indeed the vice president.
It's a fantastic ad, and there isn't much to say on it other than this has to be the strategy for Donald Trump going into the debate. Everything in this ad must be articulated well by him if he wants to win, because we already know ABC is going to, it's going to be a 2v1, essentially. ABC is going to be against him. We already know that Kamala Harris is going to lie and lie and lie and steal policies from him. But if he articulates basically what this ad just said, I think he's going to win, hands down. And more people will probably tune into this debate than certainly any presidential debate, I think, in history, but maybe any debate ever in history. And so, again, usually debates don't matter so much, but this is just it's due to the fact that last time Donald Trump was up on the debate stage, he ended the Democrat nominee, Joe Biden. I mean, Joe Biden, a lot of people have come out and said, oh, it was always the plan for Democrats to switch him out. I completely disagree with that. I don't think it was. I think there's a lot of evidence to show that Joe Biden, usually as an incumbent president, you have an edge. Obviously, this election's a little different since they're both kind of incumbents, even though Donald Trump had a 4-year break. But I think there was a lot of suggestions in there that showed that Joe Biden was their strongest candidate because, frankly, Kamala Harris, is she really that strong? Not really, right? So I think they were planning on keeping him in the whole time, but eventually, when he gets up on the debate stage, the lies that the White House, that the media were propagating about him being totally cognitively there, it just couldn't stand anymore. It was so blatantly obvious. They tried to cover it up. I don't really think anyone was believing it back then, but certainly no one was believing it after the debate, and so they had to switch him out with Kamala Harris. So again, the importance of this second debate can't be overstated, really, because the last time they had to switch out their nominee. Now, do I think they're going to switch out Kamala Harris? No, because they really can't at this point. But does that mean that Donald Trump could still end her career? It does. He absolutely could. If he articulates what was in that ad, he'll do that hands down. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please go down below, comment, like, and subscribe, and watch another video.